So it's the southpaw Pacquiao against the conventional fighter Ledwaba. And remember, whenever you have this situation, part of the competitive imperative is to get your front foot outside your opponent's front foot, give you the angle from which to attack.
You know, I'd like to think that you should get in there and just fight those guys and forget where your feet are. Make them try to remember where their feet should be. When you start watching out for that, you'll never get a knockout, that's for sure. Just box them, make them decide.
That's exactly what Emmanuel Stewart was saying to me last week about a conventional fighter fighting a southpaw, that too often these things are overanalyzed. It's better to just go fight and put pressure on the southpaw.
Match with this master boxer from South Africa. You got to fight this guy because he knows how to slip, punch. The whole book, he has it.
Yeah, he showed us that in South Africa, where he completely dominated the first 9 rounds of the fight against Contreras. But then he seemed to fade a little bit in the last 3 rounds. Contreras began to land his left hook and give him some trouble. Yesterday in our fighter meeting, Ledwaba said to us that he had hurt his right hand in the 4th round of that fight. We were unaware of it that particular evening.
But you can jump on a boxer like that and keep throwing shots. More unorthodox, the better for them, and he'll never be able to regain his
blood from Ledwaba's nose.
Keep him up, right?
Don't allow him to get into his boxing groove. Then you are in shape trying to box a boxer in bad shape.
And Pacquiao landing some hard shots.
That's what you got to do. Throw it
against Ledwaba's 9 of 28. So we watched Ledwaba get off to a great start down in South Africa. Here he gets off to an uncertain start against Pacquiao's hard punches in round 1. And here comes the Filipino fighter again. Boom.
Ledwaba is going to have to do something to slow down his charge, because otherwise he's not going to be able to handle this aggression as a boxer.
He's got to fight.
Yep.
You go this far away from home. Can't depend on your boxing skills all the time. You got to fight. If you want to fight, the fight is yours, but it's not going to develop like that.
You talk about getting old in a hurry. Lejanolo Ledwaba looks like an old 29 in there against 24-year-old Manny Pacquiao right now.
8. How you feel? You okay?
I didn't see the punch. It looked like a short left hand. We'll have to see in the replay.
I think it was a bunch of punches. I think it was the whole fuselage.
I think it started in the first couple of punches thrown in the first round.
Absolutely. I think this guy just hit so hard that Ledwaba is totally on the defensive.
Ledwaba came in as the potential star. Right now it looks like Pacquiao may go out as the star.
He took this fight on only 2 weeks' notice, only came here to America 10 days ago, and he is banging Ledwaba right now.
You got to fight. If you want to be a star, you got to fight. That's a rude awakening for a good master boxer like Ledwaba. There you go, a body shot by Ledwaba. That may change things. You got
to lands 2 straight lefts.
He went to the body, and that's the most important shot tonight. Right to the body.
So Ledwaba momentarily coming alive after having tasted canvas in round 2, having tasted his own blood in round 1.
This is the time to go to the body if you're Ledwaba. Go to the body and beat and maintain.
And he has suddenly stopped Pacquiao's assault. Now Pacquiao comes back with a body shot of his own. And
all right. Give me order. Give me order. Here's water. Here's water.
our Sutu interpreter in this corner is Abby McKenna. Sutu is the tribal language which is used by Ledwaba and his trainer.
How we doing here? Okay?
I'm okay.
Okay, good.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Ledwaba says I'm okay. Left hook. Give me a left hook. Give me a left hook.
Let's see what caused the knockdown directly.
All right, seconds out.
Oh yeah, that little left.
A little straight left hand that was so short that you could hardly see it, but obviously Ledwaba really felt it.
And then a bigger left hand later on. Pacquiao landed 43 of 86 power shots by CompuBox numbers in that round. 46 of 104 punches overall. Ledwaba 23 of 43, including, as George Foreman pointed out, the big right hand body shot that momentarily stopped Pacquiao's assault.
Now, you don't want to get Pacquiao to start boxing now. Winning this fight hands down when he was fighting. Start boxing, this guy can take over things. Don't hesitate. Pacquiao should be jabbing right now. There you are, but throwing shots. You wait.
Pacquiao is asking questions of Ledwaba he may never have been asked before, and we're trying to see what his responses are. Can he get his feet back? Can he get his head back? Can he turn it around?
If you can get that left hook to the right side of Pacquiao.
Well, that's what his trainer was asking for.
He can get that hand down just a little bit, and that's what you want to do. Get his hand down and have him hesitant. Pacquiao throwing that right jab.
Trainer Norman Babani pleading with him as he got up out of his corner between rounds. Throw the left hook, land the left hook. Pacquiao to the body with an explosive shot. And another. And a big right hand upstairs. And now he's got Ledwaba back on the defensive and bleeding badly.
He's got to stay on it. He cannot give him a break. Ledwaba does not want to fight. He wants a boxing match. So give him a fight. Ledwaba, go to the body. Get the air out of this giant.
Ledwaba's gloves are smothered in blood, his own blood, and some of it is now appearing all over Pacquiao.
Ledwaba has American cutman Cassius Green in his corner. And Green's got a big job in front of him, as the nose is pouring blood.
You got on the...
Do you think he heard him?
Uh,
And you think he could absorb what he heard?
No.
We'll find out in a minute. Straight left hand, he said, followed by the left hook. Let's see.
You gotta throw a lot, and maybe he'll pick up one.
Harold Letterman, how do you have it through the first three?
Okay, Jim, 30-26, 3 rounds to nothing. Manny Pacquiao. Jim, in the second round, of course, you got to give him a 10-8 round, an extra point for the knockdown. That was incredible. It appeared as though Joe Cortez was going to call it no knockdown. He signaled no knockdown. When Ledwaba didn't respond, that's when he picked the count up, interestingly enough. Another thing, Cassius Green is probably using adrenaline chloride 1 to 1,000 in the nose and ice on the outside to constrict the blood vessels to stop the bleeding from Ledwaba's nose.
Is that legal, Harold?
Yes, adrenaline chloride, absolutely legal. 1 to 1,000, ice on the outside, absolutely legal.
Yeah, but guess what? It hasn't stopped the bleeding. Take him to another level.
Ledwaba is called Hands of Stone, which of course originated with Roberto Duran. But Pacquiao is the one who seems to have the rocks in his gloves.
They told him to move his head a little bit. I don't know if that's smart, Pacquiao.
Why?
Why? Because this guy starts aiming on you. You move his head and he can hit you, Ledwaba. That's what he prefers, a guy boxing and moving and been caught by surprise. He's a good fighter. He had no idea.
Pacquiao may take care of it for him.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How do you feel? You gotta continue? Take it off.
When have you ever seen a fighter say, I'm not okay?
There's a weariness and almost a resignation in the eyes of Ledwaba.
Yeah, and Joe Cortez has seen enough. That's a TKO victory for the very impressive Manny Pacquiao, who takes a good fighter and just takes him apart with power shots.